So we are going to do a restorative for our throat chakra. With our throat chakra, we will be doing some, whether you want to make sounds during the, I will direct some sounds that you can make, or you can just even say affirmations in your head. But it's all about resonance and vibrations, this chakra, so we really want to focus on that. For the restorative class, you'll need 2 blocks. I have a rolled up yoga mat because it's obviously like the perfect size and it's a bit firmer. If you don't have a second yoga mat, you can just take a blanket and fold it up so it's has like a good maybe 4-5 inches of thickness. And then our bolster. And yeah, and then our mat. So we are going to start. Depending on your location that you're doing this in, there are going to be a couple of postures in this class that you can either do against the wall, or I'm going to be using my my feet up trainer, my stool. So I'm going to be using my stool. You can use a couch or a table or the wall. So whatever works for you. So we are going to start with remove all the equipment off to the side to begin, and we'll just come to a kneeling position. If kneeling doesn't feel good for you, a seated position, we're just going to come into a quick meditation to ground ourselves. So as you're sitting here, close your eyes, tune into your body, begin to breathe. Come into a bit of a Ujjayi breath. So this is the constriction of our throat. So as we inhale through the nose, we're holding the back of our throat, kind of where the tonsils are, kind of constricting a little bit, creating a little bit of a pressure with the breath. So inhaling and exhaling in the same manner. It does have a little bit of a sound to it. Some people say it sounds like the ocean. As you continue to breathe that way, I will offer a mantra that you can use throughout your class, but you feel free to change it up with every posture or hum a sound if that feels better for you. But the mantra that I'm offering is, I have a right to be heard. I have a right to be heard. I have a right to be heard. And then we can open our eyes. We're going to come up to the wall or your stool, coming onto your knees. We're going to come into, so I have my hands extended long on the stool. If you were using a wall, you could have your hands pushing into the wall. You can even be standing to do this if that feels better. Then we're going to inhale, rounding through the spine. Exhale, dropping. This belly looking up. Inhale, rounding. And drop. Coming to standing, so bringing your feet down to the ground, keeping your hands on the stool or whatever you're using, or pushing up against the wall, coming into a downwards facing dog. We're just going to be here for a few moments. If you do feel like coming into some sound vibrations, I'm going to chant the word hum. So it can be any tone, and if you don't feel like using the word hum, Just any sound that you feel called to make. Very healing for our throat chakra. So we inhale. And we'll slowly make our way back down onto the mat. I'm going to grab the blanket, or if you're using a mat, you can use the mat. We're going to come into laying on our backs, and this we're going to use 3 different positions for the to open up through our throat area and our chest. Well, mostly through the chest, but it will help bring energy up into our throat. So laying back, the first position is right across the shoulder blades. So not at the shoulder, the top of the shoulder, so it's a little bit lower. Kind of where our collarbone is, but on the back side of our body. And then we'll just allow ourselves to come lay in Shavasana position. So it's a very light, almost like a fish pose. For this posture, you can continue to chant, hum, or if you just want to create a resonant sound in your throat, just make a vibrating sound. So inhale. Here, we'll bring the knees back up to the sky, knees bent, coming onto our shoulders so we can push up off the blanket. We're going to move it down just a little bit more. So it's now going to be around the bra strap area, and then coming to lay down on top of that again. You can either bring your arms up overhead or can have them out along the side here. Once again, if you're coming into the chanting, see if you can change the tone, so the note that you're humming. Take 2 more breaths here. From here you can either come onto your side to reposition, or if you're able to come up onto your forearms, or just shift that blanket or mat down to the lower rib area. So as you lay down, you really feel that the lower ribs are kind of splaying open here. Once again, arms can be open or up over top, whatever's most comfortable. From here we're going to come into another tone, trying to take another vibrational change here. So inhale. Take 2 more breaths here. And this time we'll allow ourselves to roll off that blanket or mat. You can put that off to the side. And we're going to come into a child's pose. So here, you're going to need your bolster. Just having the straight bolster or pillows, whatever you're using, is perfectly okay. If you want it more raised, you can have it on blocks. So if you were taking that, you bring one at the front of the bolster and one at the bottom, and then creating a little bit of ramp. And this is kind of nice because you can actually sneak your arms underneath. And then we're going to come onto a straddle position, so your knees are coming up alongside the bolster or pillow, and then just bring yourself down to lay on top of it. If you're able to, keep the forehead into the pillow or bolster, or you can always just bring your cheek. The thing to remember with restorative postures, if at any point you're feeling uncomfortable, definitely reposition, change the blocks or the props if you need be. It's more important that we find a sense of complete ease when we're in restorative postures, so that we can really allow our bodies to drop into that parasympathetic nervous system, which is the one that helps us heal. It's the one that calms us. It's the one that brings healing. So just allow yourself to find a sense of comfort, a sense of release. And then just be in the posture, be with the breath, using your affirmations or your breath to bring you back into the moment if your mind begins to wander. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. And then slowly push yourself up to a seated position. And then we're going to come down onto our bellies. So you can remove the blocks. You're going to have the bolster. And if your bolster or pillow is too thick for this, you can use the blanket again. So I'm going to have this right around my hip area. So coming to lay belly down. And just come back into your body. Noticing your breath. Feel free to make any sounds that you want to. Any kind of sounds that you make. That's really great to just bring fresh vibration into the throat chakra, which is what we want when we're trying to clear blockages. We want fresh energy, fresh prana. Take 3 more breaths here. And slowly bring your hands towards your chest area, pushing yourself up into a kneeling position. Then we're going to come to, whether you're using a wall or a stool, we're going to come up into legs, an elevated leg position for our Shavasana. If you're using the wall, I recommend actually placing your hips on a bolster. It will create more of a elevation, so you're really getting a good backflow of energy. And you're always able to, if you don't have a stool or anything that you're using, you can actually create a ramp with your 2 blocks, and then you put your bolster across, and then you place your feet on top of the bolster. I'm going to use my feet up trainer to show you how I will set myself up. You're welcome to place a blanket over you. Find some place to be as comfortable as you're able to, coming into our final posture, our Shavasana. So once you've found your position, just allow your body to relax into it, releasing any expectations, just creating a sense of stillness. Being mindful of your breath. You can begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Slowly allow yourself to maybe just slightly roll down from the position you're in, coming to your side, taking a moment to allow the change in position to settle in your body before moving anymore. Bringing that sense of gratitude in, filling up the spaces we've created. And as you're ready, you can come to a seated posture to close your practice. Bring your hands to heart center, creating a little bit of space between the palms to allow yourself to receive the energy. I will cue one full round of breath, followed by one more inhale to chant. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide your practice. I hope you enjoyed this restorative class. If you have any questions, reach out and we'll see you soon. Thanks.